So, picking up on Mavis and our adventures in faith, having arrived there and finding out that she would love to walk and she can't because she has arthritis in her feet. And I said to her, Mavis, I don't know what's going to happen. I have absolutely no idea. But I know that God will do something because He says, if I exercise my faith, then He will come. So I'm going to see, let's see what He does. So I said to her, please sit down. And obviously, this little room is tiny. I mean, we're literally sitting almost in each other's face. And I said to her, Mavis, I'm going to do this. I'm going to start praying for you. And then when I get to 30, God is going to touch you and you're going to be healed. Or something is going to happen. I don't know what, but something's going to happen. Obviously, I said, you're going to be healed because, by his stripes, that's kind of what we do. But really, God is God and he will do whatever he wants to do. So I'm quite excited to see what he will do. I don't know what he's going to do, but I know he will do something because you see, I've lit my little flame of faith. So the Holy Spirit will come. And I'm not trying to say that I'm fantastic and wonderful. No, not at all. It is God who is fantastic and wonderful because he's the one that said, it is impossible to please me without faith. But if you do, boy, am I pleased, and I reward those who earnestly seek me. So am I doing this for a reward? No, I'm doing this for a relationship. It's to understand God, it's to move deeper in him and to understand what it means to be in relationship with God, because it's not about the reward. The reward is Christ, it is his presence, it is his influence in my life, and the joy of walking with him. It's not money, it's not all that rubbish that people throw at people. It's about a relationship that you have with God and the ability to set other people free. Do you know you're not alone? That there is a God and that he cares for you. Look. So Mavis is sitting across the way from me, and I just start praying. I say, Mavis, bless you, and just really connecting your heart to God's and being the conduit and just connecting. I don't really know what to say, but in the back of my mind, I call it Gmail and not the other Gmail. This is the God mail. And so I'm communicating with God in the back of my head. And I say, Lord, I don't know what you're doing, but I'm trusting you. And in my mind, I count down 30, 29, 28, 20, all the way down. And I go, get down to the bottom. I go 9, 8, 7, 6. And I'm watching her. My eyes are open, I'm looking at, I want to see what God's doing. And I get to 3, 2, 1. And this is in my head. And all of a sudden, it's as if Mavis gets struck by lightning. And the both of us start freaking. It's just like this power, this immense surge of power, which is really God's presence. Jesus' presence just fills this entire room. And she's like, whoa, she's like, wow, this is so exciting, wow. And then I hear a tiny whisper, like quieter than quiet. And then I hear Jesus say, now she must exercise her faith. Grab her hand and pick her up. So I said to her, Mavis, now you've got to, I actually said this, not talking in my head. I said, Mavis, take my hand. Now you have to exercise your faith. Stand up. And as she took my hand and as she stood up, her feet were entirely healed and she just started to dance. The both of us were just screamed the whole shack down. Like everybody within about 5 kilometers could hear us screaming because we were so excited. And she was completely healed. She danced, arthritis gone. At the age of 84, she's walking around like she's a spring chicken. And that is the power of God. And it was so exciting. Now, we were both screaming because she was excited by the fact that she felt God's presence and she felt his power go down her feet and she was healed and could walk. I was ecstatic because I had discovered that what Smith Wigglesworth and what Hebrews 11 verse 6 and Hebrews 11 verse 1 and all of those, it's like what he was saying is true. It's not positive mental attitude. It's not like, oh, like I'm the Marvel man and I've got to rise. No, it's got nothing to do with that. It's a case of surrendering to God and just saying, hey, Jesus, I don't know what you're going to do, but I know you love this person. And I invite your presence down. And Holy Spirit, let's see what you do. God, let's just see what you do. And it leads to some exciting results, which reminds me of the time when God sent me to find a guy who I'd never met in a house that didn't exist. But that's another story. It was pretty cool one, but yeah, it was fun.